Hey guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Welcome, cross watchers. If you're new to the channel, happy to have you join us. I am going to kick off with Oracle from Starry Beginnings. Let's get you a message. This is good for everyone watching. Card number 2, see with your heart. The time is now to hear the messages. See with your heart. Time is now to hear the messages. It's good. That's a good message. Something's trying to come through that requires you to sort of approach it more from the heart than from the mind. So we'll see what comes through in the spread. Just a couple notes. Today is the last day for the Lionsgate special pricing. It's a special reading that I priced at $88 in honor of Lionsgate. I'm using a special spread. The link is below, and it goes away at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. You're the last sign that I needed to mention it to, so I left it open for you. And yeah, if you've ever wanted a reading and it was out of reach, this might be the time. So click the link below and you can find out more about it. Okay, here we go. This is a new spread for you. Their energy toward you, your person's energy toward you. Wow. Well, I feel like something's coming toward you pretty quickly with a lot of love and open emotion, emotional availability, maybe even some vulnerability that has not yet presented itself. The love here is deep. The Chariot to me is about moving forward, making progress, winning the day. It's a triumph, a victory card, and we have the Knight of Cups, very romantic, and the King of Cups is the depth of the feeling. Okay, so I'm getting a very positive sense about how this person feels about you. What's going on behind the scenes with them that you don't know, but maybe you need to know? This is someone who, they feel no need to hesitate anymore. They're ready to kind of, given things a lot of thought. There may have been some healing involved here, and now they're ready to get beyond any troubled waters to something calmer. The Two of Swords is that crossroads moment, that inner reflection where they've been in a decision-making mode. Sort of more about what the Two of Swords is getting the clarity from within, knowing that they can't find the answers outside of themselves, that it's within. So I love the Four of Swords and the Two of Swords for this person seem to go hand in hand. The deep reflection, the inner, finding the inner clarity so that they can make the best decision and then move forward almost seemingly effortlessly. So I feel like this person, we now have the King of Cups and the King of Wands, love and passion here, and it feels like this person is absolutely ready after a good deal of thought to move toward you. So that's maybe more helpful background information. Where is your energy in this? And remember, this can come through reversed. So I'm reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, but you could be a cross watcher and I could be talking about you at this point. Okay, so I could be talking about you through the whole thing with your Capricorn person. So keep that in mind. Yeah, you're curious. Page of Swords, Four of Wands, Seven of, I'm sorry, having a moment, Nine of Swords and the Three of Wands. I was looking at these and I was adding them up and got the wrong number. So the Four of Wands is nice because it's almost as if there's already this energy from you about the beginning of something more meaningful, maybe heading toward life partnership. It's very celebratory, feeling very connected. I mean, in tarot, this is a wedding ceremony here, just so you know. It doesn't have to mean that, but it generally means the beginning of something very fruitful and positive and connected that could potentially, go the distance. But with the Nine of Swords, there is some anxiety, something that you may be unsure of. You're coming in with this Page of Swords, almost that curiosity about it, but also a little worry, little maybe agitated, what to expect, right? What's coming my way. And so they're kind of drawing off your energy here. I feel like this person has given it a lot of thought. They are probably aware energetically of your concerns and worries, and now they're coming toward you with a lot of, I'm feeling more vulnerability here than anything else. It's probably a side of this person you haven't seen. So let's see in the outcome position, like what might unfold going forward. Six of Wands, beautiful. Death card, even that's good. And the Ten of Wands. Yeah, there's an end here of something. So I'm feeling like you've had some potential trouble in River City. There's been either some distance or something between you. Maybe you didn't see things the same way, or you couldn't come to agreement. Well, that's about to change. Right? There's some letting go here with the Death card, and growth and change and transformation is what this card is all about. But in order to get that, a part of us, whether it's behavioral or a perspective or our way of kind of sizing up a committed relationship, there's something here that isn't serving, that has to be left behind. So when I see the Death card, what is dying off is something that's in the way of the two of you meeting in the middle and finding the common ground and reaching that point where you say, yeah, we absolutely can get beyond what has gone on, get our peace of mind, and that's coming from deep thought, reflection, review. All that Swords energy is very much in the mental realm, and what a relief that will be. The Ten of Wands, unburdening yourselves, offloading the heavy negative energy, any negative karma that remains, boom, gone. That's what kind of dies off here. But the Six of Wands is it's also a travel card. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 travel cards here so far. When I say travel cards, I mean action, something that's moving, something that's in motion, which is great if we're going to see a shift, if we're going to see some growth here and something that kind of flips into what it is you've been curious. Like, does this person sort of have the same feelings about what our connection is capable of? And it might also take you out of the energy of worry and anxiety and preoccupation with what's to come. Okay, and then we have the advice for you. Let's get the advice. Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. That's kind of interesting. So the advice is almost, something's coming at you fast. Knights make offers. So we've got an offer from the heart. We have an offer of passion and desire. It's love and passion in the King of Cups and the King of Wands. Love and passion in the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. We've got the whole kit and caboodle. And it's almost as if the message is, don't sit on the fence too long. Something's coming at you fast. It's coming in hot and it's coming in fast. And be ready. Kind of have worked this out for yourself. The Two of Pentacles is, where we're also in a decision-making mode, but it's like we're, assessing realities on the ground. What's real here? What am I working with here? What am I dealing with? and making a decision from that. But the problem with the Two of Pentacles is it tends to stall for time. It also tends to never get off the fence, right? So I feel like the key message here is it's coming in. The offer will be right there in your face, and so maybe be prepared. And you may not have the luxury of time to make your judgment about how you feel about things. So keep that in mind. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do a little bit of clarifying. I'm not clarifying every card. I don't need to. Yeah, this person coming in, I feel like that makes sense. I do want to look at the Six of Swords to the Four of Swords, see if I can get any clues about that. Ten of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. This person, what you can't see, this row here is what you can't see, but you know, what you don't know what's going on behind the scenes with them, but it might be helpful for you to know, is they have given a lot of thought to your future. They have also been in that Two of Pentacles frame of mind, right? Really trying to sort through, you know, what they're dealing with in terms of this connection and thinking about the future, life partnership, what you're building together, what you could build together. And underneath it all in their unconscious awareness, it's like they're saying, no, I could have it all. We could have it all. That's the happily ever after card. So whenever you see that as something that's been thought about, that's why I'm getting such a positive vibration from this person. Like they have made up their mind and they're coming for what they want. That King of Wands doesn't hesitate. So I feel like this person has done a lot of deep thinking and is really ready to leave behind any of the uncertainty and to kind of go for it. The Ten of Pentacles points to the future and the life you'll build. The Ten of Cups underneath is the belief like we can have it all. You know, this is everything I've ever wanted, and I could find my ultimate happiness with this person long term. Oh my goodness, right? Now for you, we've got this. I'm going to look at the Four of Wands, your energy, and the Nine of Swords. King of Swords, Seven of Wands, Four of Swords. Interesting. So a little mirrored energy there between the two of you. I think you've both kind of gone to ground and have been doing some deep thought reflection, especially during Mercury retrograde. Mercury has since stationed direct, so we're only, stationed direct, I think, on the 11th. It takes a couple days for him to get moving. So now he's fully moving forward, still in the shadow though, because has to kind of come through all the territory that he covered in reverse. So for you, you may be a little worried here because the King of Swords is the strategist of the tarot, and it could be that there may have been some resistance and more this person being up in their head and being very practical minded and very strategic about, how you begin this journey together. And I feel with the Four of Swords, some level of deep thought has kept you up, has kept you worried, and maybe anxious to some degree because you've met with this person's resistance somewhere along the way. And maybe you're worried that it's still there. Okay? And what is coming toward you? Three of Wands, your curiosity about what you're really dealing with. Is this person on board, or are they, still resistant, or are they, do they have another objective? Keyword for the King of Swords, another objective. In the potential outcome, I do see this beautiful Six of Wands as some kind of meeting in the middle, whether it's a little bit of compromise or negotiation, or just that point at which you make peace over something where you might not have been in agreement before, and you find what you do agree on, right? That's the best jumping off point. It's like, let's not focus all our energy on what we don't agree on. Let's come to a clarity about what we do agree on and go from there, so that we don't have to keep beating the same topic over and over again. If we say, well, I agree that, I'd like to move towards something more long term, but I feel we don't know each other well enough. And so this is what, we need to spend more time together. What will that look like? How will that unfold? We come to agreement on that. And that's the foot in the door for the two of you to say, it feels good. We've got something good here. Let's not throw it away because we're both at different stages of how we're evolving in this connection, if that makes sense. So I really love the Six of Wands for that purpose alone. But the Death card and the Ten of Wands is what I want to understand better for you. Six of Cups, Eight of Wands, Knight of Swords. So I feel like something that will play out behind the scenes as this person is coming towards you with all this love and passion on board will also be some suggestions of clarity, cleaning up misunderstandings, speaking their truth in a real clear way. It's from the bottom of the deck, so it isn't going to be the dominant energy. The dominant energy is just open communication, but I love that we've got the emphasis on truth. We also have the beautiful Six of Cups, past life soulmate. There's a lot of warmth and care. It's like, we know each other so well. And even if you don't know each other well in this incarnation, there's a sense on an emotional level like you really know this person's soul. That is a very different animal than, well, I don't know how you like to live, or how much do I know about your upbringing and this and that and the other. Those are logistics and those are details and like demographic points, right? What's powerful about the Six of Cups is we've already got this soul bond. I feel like I know you to your core. And that's where the communication is strong and brings in this opportunity for growth, change, and transformation, and leaving behind any defensiveness, leaving behind any worries about being rejected or having somebody dealing with somebody who hasn't given things a lot of thought and who's just all in strategy mode. And then I love with the Ten of Wands, this is what I'm clarifying, these two, is that you get to kind of go, all right, well, that's, how you say, well, that takes a load off, right? Takes a load off my mind. That's why we have the Six of Swords. We can, move to calmer waters. That's why we have the Four of Swords. We've given it enough deep thought. Whether we've prayed on it, meditated on it, reflected on it, journaled on it, whatever we've done, it's gone a long way to bringing the clarity that's needed so we can have this very loving conversation and let die off the things that have either caused tension or worry. Yeah, mainly worry. I feel like there are things that, that Two of Pentacles, they have it here as well. So the Two of Pentacles can be a sign of, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of like, well, maybe this. And you know how we do that? We pros, cons, angel, devil, whatever you do, we all have that part of our nature where we're kind of like, yeah, one day we feel everything's great. The next day it's like, nah. And I feel like this person has worked it out for some pretty serious considerations. And now the advice to you here in this Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, Justice, King of Wands, wow, Queen of Pentacles, oh my gosh, okay, is, at some point, Justice is about making a well-reasoned decision where we say, on balance, I'm I'm getting what I want. I'm getting my needs met. They're getting their needs met. I'm feeling more stable and grounded. I can imagine a future with this person. They can imagine a future with you. That is Capricorn energy right there. Queen of Pentacles, feminine archetype of a life partner. Things coming in fast. The positive aspect of the Knight of Wands, in my opinion, in a reading like this, is that it sneaks up on you. It sneaks up on you. And that's why you're watching this reading, because you've been worried about what's coming toward you. When will it happen? Will it happen? Will they decide? Are they defensive? Are they kind of strategizing? I'm curious. I don't get it. I'm losing sleep. I'm very worried. And what's happening behind the scenes is this person has done the work, and they've kind of come to terms with what's really important to them. So it's going to come at you fast. And what will be really important for you is to stay grounded and to also focus on, if things feel a little up in the air and you need to make a decision, you want to make it a well-reasoned, well-thought-out decision on balance. So it's like on balance. You're not going to get every single thing you want answered. You're not going to get clarity on every level. On balance, are we looking at pro? On balance, are we looking at con? That's kind of the message here. And I love that we have this King of Wands again. So I am going to refer to this person as the King of Wands. The King of Wands, it is associated with the sign of Leo. We are still in Leo season for another couple days. And I feel like the Leo energy is coming through this reading as, yeah, I know what I want, and I'm not going to settle for less. That's the energy that I feel you're being guided to, be prepared to weigh, right? No, I don't think you'll be steamrolled. Maybe a little. But I do feel, and when I say steamrolled, I mean like so much coming at you that you don't have time to reason through your decision making. But I feel like it's almost like don't get lost in the weeds of the pros and the cons too much. Make sure you're looking at everything involved on balance. That's the word. Okay, so that's what I have for this part of the reading. The extended will be looking at this King of Wands. I'm going to give you higher vibration, lower vibration, how you can recognize what you're dealing with this person. Their hidden energy, something they definitely don't want you to know. And a message from them, something they do want to say, their feelings, their thoughts and feelings about you, their intentions toward you. So that's what's available in the extended, and the links are below. There are 3 links for that. 2 out of the 3 are monthly memberships, which means they renew each month. So read that before you click to buy. I like to let people know that in advance. And everything goes through the Moments platform, so it's like a Netflix membership. If you know what that's like, you gotta log in and put your, info, your email, your password. You get into the site and you go to your collection. Go to your membership and the collections that are available to you. So I wanted to say that. And also, before I give you the astrology, if you've enjoyed this reading, if you have been watching for a while and haven't yet done so, please do subscribe below. And for those of you who have been watching and didn't realize, I created this little studio up in my spare room, so I hope you enjoy it. It's quiet up here. I don't have a cat jumping from chandelier to chandelier like little Leo is wont to do. He has the run of the house now. He's not too terribly thrilled that I'm behind this door. So he comes every now and then and he cries, like, Mommy, why are you not speaking to me? Because he's insanely jealous. But it's overall a better arrangement so that I can focus on what I'm channeling and not be worried about what hellfire and damnation is going on behind me with the cat, okay? So thanks. I just thought I'd let you know that. All right, here we go. Chariot is Cancerian energy. The Knight of Cups is Pisces. King of Cups is Scorpio. King of Wands is Leo. Page of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This Death card is Scorpio. And then we've got The Knight of Wands is Sagittarian energy. Then in the clarifiers, that was from the main spread. The clarifiers, we have the King of Swords is Aquarius. The Knight of Swords is Gemini. The Justice card is Libra. The King of Wands came back again, more Leo. And the Queen of Pentacles, as I said, is Capricorn. So we've got your energy here on deck, and your oracle is See with Your Heart. The time is now to hear the messages. Definitely all that beautiful energy coming in. The links are below for the extendeds. I'm heading there now, so I'll see you in a second. Bye for now.